Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that right now, at this very moment, your dream is waiting for you? That everything you've ever wanted, the success, the freedom, the life you keep picturing in your head is already possible. But here's the catch, it won't come to you. You have to go get it. See, most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they give up too soon. They stop when it gets hard. They listen to the doubts, the fears, the people telling them they'll never make it, but not you. Because if you're listening to this, there's a fire inside you that refuses to go out. And I need you to understand something. Your dream is real. Your purpose is real. The only question is, are you willing to fight for it? This isn't just another motivational speech. This is your wake-up call. Your reminder that quitting is not an option. Your proof that the impossible is only impossible until someone does it. And that someone, that's you. Let's get started. That vision that keeps you up at night, the dream that you can't shake no matter how hard you try. Do you ever wonder why it's there? Why you have it and not someone else? It's not random. That dream was placed inside of you for a reason. Out of the billions of people on this planet, you were chosen to bring it to life. Dreams aren't just whimsical thoughts that float into your mind. They're a calling, a purpose, a roadmap for the life you're meant to lead. That dream is a glimpse into the potential of what your life could be, a vision of what you're capable of achieving. But here's the hard truth. It's not gonna come to life on its own. If you don't chase it, no one else will. No one is gonna come and hand you your destiny. If you walk away from it, your dream disappears with you. You have something unique inside of you, a purpose that no one else can fulfill. It's your responsibility to see it through, to rise to the challenge, and to fight for the life you were meant to live. The fear, doubt, and excuses will always try to pull you away. But the question is, are you going to let them? Are you going to let all those internal voices stop you from stepping into your greatness? Or are you going to keep pushing forward, even when it feels tough? Your dream is waiting for you to take the first step. It's not going to wait forever, and it's not going to chase you. You are the one who has to show up every day and fight for it. Your dream was given to you for a reason. It's yours to fulfill. So ask yourself, are you ready to rise and take action? The life you've always imagined is waiting, but it's up to you to make it real. Failure isn't the end of the road. It's simply a detour, a brief pause in the journey. Every champion you admire, every success story that inspires you, every legend who made a mark on the world, guess what? They've all faced struggles, rejection, and loss along the way. They've walked through the fire, experienced setbacks, and encountered moments when it felt like everything was against them. But here's the crucial difference. They didn't stay down. Setbacks aren't there to break you. They're there to build you. Think about it. Every no you hear, every door that slams in your face, every obstacle that tries to stop you, they're not signs that you should quit. They're part of the process. They're shaping you, teaching you lessons, preparing you for what's to come, and making you stronger with each challenge you overcome. When you experience failure or face rejection, it might feel like the end, but in reality, it's just the beginning of something bigger. The moment you choose to get back up after a fall, you've already won half the battle, because success isn't about never failing. It's about refusing to quit when things get tough. The ability to rise, to persevere, to keep going even when the odds seem stacked against you. That's what separates those who succeed from those who give up. So when life knocks you down, don't see it as the end of your journey. Don't let it define you. See it as a setup for your greatest comeback. The struggles you face now are preparing you for the success that's waiting on the other side. Every failure is simply a stepping stone toward greatness, a necessary part of the process that will ultimately lead to victory. Fear is the sneaky barrier that stands between you and everything you've ever wanted in life. It whispers lies in your ear, telling you that you're not ready, not capable, or not worthy. It plants seeds of doubt before you even take the first step, convincing you that you're bound to fail. But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. Every successful person you admire has faced fear. They've stood at the edge, felt their hearts race, and heard that inner voice telling them to stop. But what separates them from those who stay stuck is this: they didn't let fear control them. They acknowledged the fear, but then they chose to move forward anyway. They understood that fear isn't there to stop you. It's there to tell you that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. And that's exactly where growth happens. When you're about to do something big, something important, fear shows up to try and hold you back. But if you can push past it, you'll find the strength and confidence that only comes from facing it head on. It's a signal that you're growing, evolving, and stretching beyond your limits. The more you step through that fear, the stronger you become. So ask yourself, are you letting fear control your life? Are you letting it dictate your decisions, hold you back from taking risks, or convince you that you're not good enough? Or are you ready to take control? The life you want is waiting for you on the other side of fear, and the only way to get there is to face it, to walk through it with courage and conviction. Imagine this: 10 years from now, you look back at your life. You had a shot, a real shot at your dream, a moment when things could have been different, but instead of stepping forward, you let fear, doubt, and excuses control your decisions. Now, as you reflect, all that's left is the haunting thought: what if I had just kept going? That regret, it will follow you, casting a shadow over everything you've done. It will sting in ways that are far deeper and more lasting than any challenge you could have faced. The pain of discipline, pushing through the obstacles, working when no one believes in you, staying up late, sacrificing comfort is real, but it's temporary. In the end, you'll look back on those struggles with gratitude, knowing they helped shape the person you became. But the pain of wondering what could have been, of never knowing how far you could have gone if you had just kept fighting, that's a pain that doesn't fade. It's a kind of lingering ache that'll stay with you forever, tainting your future with regret. You owe it to yourself to find out what's possible, to see just how far you can go when you refuse to give up, because the only way to truly fail is to quit. Every setback, every failure, every moment of doubt is part of the journey to success. Don't let it end prematurely. Keep moving, keep pushing, and find out where your persistence can take you. The future you'll be proud of is the one where you didn't quit, where you faced the struggle and found your strength in it. It's easy to feel discouraged when the results you've been working so hard for aren't showing up. You've been putting in the hours, making sacrifices, and pushing yourself to the limit, but still, it seems like your dreams are out of reach. It's in these moments of frustration that you might wonder, is it ever going to happen? But here's the truth: delay doesn't mean denial. Often the waiting period is part of the plan. Some blessings take longer because you're not just waiting for the right moment, you're being prepared for it. Think about it. If everything happened the moment you wanted it, you might not be ready to handle the magnitude of the blessing when it arrives. The struggles, setbacks, and times of uncertainty, they're not in vain. They're shaping you into the person who will be able to fully appreciate and manage what's coming next. God's timing isn't a coincidence, it's perfect. When things feel slow, trust that something greater is in the works behind the scenes. What's meant for you will never pass you by. And when the time is right, you'll see that God wasn't late. He was making sure that everything was aligned for you to step into the life you've been preparing for. So even when it feels like nothing is happening, hold on to your faith. Trust the process. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should, and soon enough you'll realize that every delay, every setback was part of the divine plan to bring you to your next chapter. It's a common trap standing at the edge, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. But in reality, that perfect moment doesn't exist. So often people wait for clarity before they act, hoping for certainty before moving forward. The truth, the path to success isn't about having all the answers up front. It's about making the decision to take action despite the uncertainty. The most successful people didn't wait for the world to hand them a perfect plan. They started with what they had and trusted the process. They took that first step, then the next one, and as they moved forward, the path started to unfold. Progress doesn't come to those who are stuck in the thinking phase. It comes to those who are willing to step into the unknown, even when they don't see the entire journey ahead. You don't need to have everything figured out before you begin. You don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. It doesn't matter how small. Just start. Start where you are, with what you have, and trust that the path will reveal itself as you go. You'll learn, grow, and discover along the way. Success is built on action, not waiting. Let's be real for a second. There's no shortcut, no magic formula, no overnight success. Every person you admire, every success story you've ever heard, was built on something that most people don't want to hear: grit, discipline, and relentless consistency. You see, we all love hearing about success. We love hearing the stories of those who have made it, but what we don't often hear are the years of struggle, the countless hours of work behind the scenes, the days of failure and frustration. Those are the moments that define success. It's easy to look at someone at the top and think they got there by luck or some secret formula. But the truth is, there's no shortcut to greatness. The difference between those who win and those who don't is simple. They keep showing up. They keep putting in the hours, even when no one's watching, even when they don't feel like it, even when the excitement fades and the enthusiasm wears off. They keep going, day after day, because they understand that success is earned through consistent effort. You've heard it before, but it bears repeating. Success is not about luck, it's about endurance. It's about being willing to keep pushing forward when it seems like nothing is working. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it, even when the results aren't immediate. The work doesn't stop just because the initial excitement has worn off. Success is buried under those quiet, sometimes unglamorous moments of dedication. If you're not willing to work for it, to put in the hours, to show up day after day, then you don't really want it. Wanting success isn't enough. You have to be willing to do the work, even when it's tough, even when it's hard, even when it feels like no one notices. Because at the end of the day, success isn't a one-time event. It's a result of the small, consistent efforts that add up over time. So ask yourself, are you willing to put in the work? Are you ready to stay consistent, even when the going gets tough? If you are, then you're already on the path to success. But remember, this journey isn't about big, flashy wins. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and believing that the results will come as long as you don't quit. Keep grinding, keep pushing, because success is buried under hard work and consistency. And if you stay committed, it's only a matter of time before you find it. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay. Some will doubt you, some will mock you, and some will try to convince you to be realistic. But here's the truth: small minds will never grasp big dreams. When you dare to dream bigger than the average person, when you set your sights on something greater than what's right in front of you, don't be surprised when people question you. Don't be shocked when they tell you to be more practical or reasonable. People who settle for average, who are comfortable with mediocrity, will always question those who are chasing greatness. Why? Because your dream scares them. It challenges their comfort zone, and they project their own fears and doubts onto you because they were too scared to go after their own dreams. Understand this: your dream is not theirs to understand. It is yours. The vision you have is unique, and not everyone is meant to see it or believe in it. And that's okay. You don't need approval from everyone. In fact, if everyone is on board with your dream, it might not be big enough. Your dream should challenge the status quo. It should make some people uncomfortable, because that means you're thinking beyond what's been done before. So don't let their doubts define your journey. Don't let their small-mindedness shrink your vision. Protect your dream with everything you've got. Guard it fiercely. Every successful person has faced people who doubted them, laughed at them, or even tried to talk them out of pursuing what they knew in their hearts was worth chasing. But the key difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that the successful ones didn't let the doubters stop them. Surround yourself with people who see possibilities, not limitations. Find those who will lift you up, encourage your vision, and remind you that anything is possible. These are the people who will help you turn your dream into reality. Your dream is yours. Your dream is uniquely yours, and no one has the right to shrink it or make you feel like you need to apologize for dreaming big. In fact, The world needs dreamers like you, the ones who are unafraid to chase what others might call impossible. It's your vision, your passion, and your purpose. Keep it alive and protect it at all costs. There will always be people who doubt you, who try to convince you that your dreams are too big or too unrealistic. But remember, they don't know your heart or the fire that drives you. Keep pushing forward, no matter what anyone else says. The journey will be tough, and there will be times when it feels easier to quit. But every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to making that dream a reality. One day, when you've achieved what you set out to do, those who doubted you will be the ones wishing they had believed in you from the start. Don't let their doubts become your doubts. Keep moving forward, keep going, because your dream is worth it. It's worth the struggle, the persistence, and the courage to keep going when everyone else says it's too much. Your dream is yours for a reason, and you're the one who's going to make it happen. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start when I have more time, or I'll do it when I'm ready? We all have. How long have you been waiting, putting off your dreams, telling yourself that one day, when everything aligns just right, you'll take that first step? But here's the truth, the perfect time you're waiting for. It's a myth. It doesn't exist. There will always be something missing, some reason to hesitate, some excuse to delay, some fear holding you back. The truth is, if you keep waiting for the perfect moment, it will never come. And before you know it, months will pass, then years, and your dream will still be sitting there, untouched, unpursued, just a dream you never made a reality because you were waiting for things to be just right. Success doesn't wait for the perfect time. It doesn't care if you feel ready or if everything is lined up in your favor. Success comes to those who start anyway, even when they're scared, unprepared, and unsure. The people who make it aren't the ones who wait for the stars to align. They're the ones who step forward despite the uncertainty. They start when everything is messy, when they don't know all the answers, when they feel like they're barely holding on. And guess what? They figure it out along the way. So stop waiting. Stop telling yourself that you'll start tomorrow or next week or when you have more time. Start now, even if it's messy, uncertain, and imperfect. Because imperfect action is always better than perfect hesitation. You can't fix what's not moving. But if you take action, if you start, even if it's just a small step, you'll begin the process of turning your dreams into reality. Remember, the perfect time is a trap. The time to act is now. And once you start, you'll find that the journey is far more rewarding than waiting for conditions to be ideal. Your dream is waiting on you to take the first step. Don't hesitate. Make that move today. Look at every legend you admire, every success story that inspires you. It wasn't easy. Behind the applause, the recognition, and the triumph, there were years of struggle, rejection, self-doubt, and failure. You see the victory, the accolades, and the moments of glory, but you don't see what happened behind the scenes. You don't see the countless sleepless nights, the moments of frustration when everything seemed like it was falling apart. You don't see the times they almost gave up, the times they questioned if it was all worth it. Those tough moments, those are the real story, and the difference between the ones who succeed and the ones who give up. They kept going. Let's get one thing straight. Your struggles are not a sign to stop. They're proof that your journey is real. Every rejection, every challenge, and every obstacle you face is not there to defeat you. They are part of the process, the very thing that is shaping you into the person you need to be to achieve success. The road to success is never smooth. It's filled with ups and downs, twists and turns, but each struggle is there for a reason. These moments aren't there to break you. They're there to test you, to stretch you, and to strengthen you. They're preparing you for what's ahead. You can't experience a breakthrough without going through a breakdown. It's in the moments of greatest difficulty that the most growth happens. Think about it. The most successful people you admire didn't get there by avoiding challenges. They faced them head on, learned from them, and became stronger as a result. Your struggles aren't breaking you, they're building you. They're refining your character, increasing your resilience, and teaching you lessons that will serve you on the path to success. So when you're faced with tough times, don't see them as setbacks. See them as necessary steps on the journey to greatness. Your struggles are not obstacles, they're opportunities for growth. Keep going, because the success you're striving for is on the other side of everything you're facing right now. One day, when you look back, you'll realize that those hardest moments, those moments when you felt like quitting, weren't the moments that defeated you. They were the moments that transformed you. Every tough time was a lesson, every setback a stepping stone. And when you reach the top, you'll see that every struggle was essential to your growth. So keep going, keep pushing, keep writing your story. Because the best stories, the ones that inspire millions, always have struggles before the breakthrough. Every legend, every great success story was born from the same struggle you're facing right now. You're not alone in this. You are in the middle of your own great story, and the best is yet to come. Don't quit, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. Excuses are easy, aren't they? They feel comfortable. They allow you to take the easy way out when the journey gets tough. You tell yourself, I don't have time, I don't have the right resources, or I don't know where to start. Sound familiar? But let me tell you the truth. There are people out there, people with less time, fewer resources, and bigger obstacles than you can imagine. And guess what? They've already made it happen. How? Because they refuse to let their excuses control their lives. They stopped dwelling on the problems and started focusing on the solutions. Success doesn't come to those who sit around waiting for the perfect set of circumstances. It doesn't come to the ones waiting for all the pieces to fall into place before they take action. Success comes to the people who push forward even when the conditions are far from ideal. It comes to the ones who keep going when the road gets rough, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and when the world tells them to stop. Those are the people who win. So ask yourself right now, are your excuses bigger than your dream? Is the fear of failure or the uncertainty of the future big enough to keep you from chasing what you really want? Or is your dream so big, so powerful, that it will crush every excuse standing in your way? It's time to stop letting the reasons you can't stop you from chasing what you want. Your dream is more important than your excuses. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back any longer. Your dream is out there waiting for you, and it's bigger than anything you've ever imagined. Keep moving forward, because the moment you choose your dream over your excuses, you are one step closer to turning it into reality. Never give up on your dreams. Your dream is bigger than any excuse, and it deserves to be realized. The only thing standing between you and your future is your decision to keep going, no matter what. Success isn't about talent, it's about endurance. Success isn't about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about being the smartest person in the room or having a perfect plan from the start. While those things can certainly help, they aren't the true driving forces behind success. What truly sets people apart is something much more powerful: endurance. Think about it for a moment. How many people have you seen start something with incredible passion, only to give up when the going got tough? How many have abandoned their dreams when they faced challenges that seemed insurmountable? The reality is that the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is rarely about skill or ability. It's about persistence. It's about continuing to move forward, even when the obstacles seem overwhelming and the path ahead is unclear. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. Success isn't something that happens quickly, and it certainly isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It's a journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The road to achievement is long and filled with moments of doubt, frustration, and failure. Along the way, you'll encounter setbacks that can make you question everything. But here's the truth. The people who succeed are the ones who keep moving forward, even when they can't see the immediate rewards. The road to success is lined with people who almost made it, people who were so close, just inches away from their breakthrough. But they didn't get there. They gave up when the finish line was just within reach. They quit right when success was about to arrive. They let a moment of doubt or a temporary setback decide their future. And that's what separates those who win from those who don't. The ability to keep going when the going gets tough. In the end, success is about the long haul. It's about staying committed to your dream, no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. Every step you take, every moment you push through the pain, every time you get up after failing, that's what truly makes you successful. It's not about getting things right on the first try or having the most natural talent. It's about your ability to endure, to persist, and to keep running this marathon even when everyone else has dropped out. So if you're feeling discouraged, if you're facing setbacks, remember this: success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. The finish line is closer than you think, but the key is to never stop running. Your endurance, your persistence, and your refusal to quit are what will ultimately lead you to the victory you're chasing. Keep going. The breakthrough is just ahead. The ones who truly succeed aren't always the most talented or the most fortunate. They're the ones who keep going when everyone else has turned back, when the obstacles seem too great, and when failure keeps knocking at their door. They understand that setbacks aren't the end. They're just part of the process. Success isn't about getting everything perfect from the start. It's about persistence, resilience, and the refusal to quit, even when the road gets tough, when the challenges seem insurmountable, when doubt creeps in, and when it feels easier to walk away. Those are the moments that define whether you'll reach your goals or not. It's the ones who endure, who keep putting one foot in front of the other, who eventually cross the finish line. Success belongs to those who understand that the real victory isn't in speed, but in the determination to keep moving forward, no matter how many times they fall. The ones who succeed are those who never quit, no matter how long it takes. So the next time you feel like quitting, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what if the next step is the one that changes everything? You could be just one more push away from reaching everything you've ever wanted. All those moments of doubt, all those times when you question whether it was worth it, those are the moments that define you. Remember, perseverance is the real marker of success. It's not about being the fastest or the brightest, but about refusing to quit. Keep pushing, keep fighting, because the moment you decide to stand firm, to persist even when the world tells you to stop, you've already won. Your victory isn't in reaching the finish line. It's in never backing down, no matter how hard the journey becomes. The finish line will come, because those who don't quit will always arrive. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's built in the moments when nothing seems to be working, when progress feels slow, when doubt creeps in. That's when most people quit, not because they weren't capable, but because they lost faith in the process. But here's the truth. Every dream takes time. Think about every great success story you've ever heard. The athletes, the entrepreneurs, the artists, the visionaries. They all had moments where they struggled in the dark, wondering if it would ever happen for them. The difference, they didn't let the waiting period break them. They had faith, they stayed patient, and they kept moving forward. See, you can't rush greatness. Some dreams take longer because you need to grow into the person who's ready to handle them. Some doors stay closed because the right one hasn't opened yet. And sometimes, what feels like a delay is actually divine preparation. Your breakthrough will come, probably when you least expect it, but only if you stay the course, only if you trust the process. So when things get tough, when nothing seems to be happening, ask yourself, do you believe in your dream enough to wait for it? Do you have the patience to keep going when there's no visible proof that it's working? Because the dream in your heart, it's there for a reason. And if you refuse to give up, if you keep believing, one day you'll wake up and realize you're living the very thing you once prayed for. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits, knock you down, and challenge everything you believe about yourself. You will face rejection. You will lose people. You will fail. And in those moments, it will feel like everything is falling apart. But here's what you need to understand. Pain isn't meant to break you. It's meant to build you. Every setback, it's shaping you. Every loss, it's teaching you. Every hardship, it's preparing you for something bigger. The strongest people in this world aren't the ones who had an easy path. They are the ones who took their pain, their struggles, their darkest moments, and turned them into fuel. They used their failures as stepping stones, their heartbreaks as motivation, and their obstacles as proof that they were capable of more. So the question isn't, will you face pain? Because you will. That's a given. The real question is, what will you do with it? Will you let it define you? Will you let it convince you that you're not enough? Or will you use it? Will you let it push you, fuel you, and drive you to become stronger than ever before? Your pain holds power. The only thing left to decide is, will you use it? Let's get one thing straight. You don't fail when you fall. You fail when you stop getting back up. It doesn't matter how slow your progress is. It doesn't matter how many times you've stumbled, doubted yourself, or faced rejection. What matters is that you keep going despite it all. Think about it. Every success story you admire is built on a foundation of failures. The greatest athletes lost games before they won championships. The most successful entrepreneurs were rejected before they built empires. The most inspiring artists were doubted before they became legends. The difference, they didn't quit. They didn't let a bad day define their future. So when you feel exhausted, when the road seems too long, when doubt creeps in, remind yourself why you started. You didn't come this far just to give up now. Your dream is still within reach, but only if you refuse to quit. Because as long as you're still trying, you haven't failed. And as long as you're still in the game, you can still win. At the end of the day, your dreams are your responsibility. No one is going to hand them to you. No one is going to fight for them like you will. You will face obstacles. You will face doubt. You will have moments where quitting feels easier than pushing forward. But remember this, every great success story is written by someone who refused to give up. So what's it going to be? Will you let fear, failure, and excuses hold you back? Or will you rise, push forward, and create the life you were meant to live? The choice is yours. But know this, if you keep going, keep believing, and keep taking action, one day, you'll look back and realize it was all worth it.